A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities.
Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the L.A. Chargers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Taylor now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Ray. Crowd right. Ready.
Herbert on the first play wants to pass it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yeah, look at this defense for the Vikings.
Well, they were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Here's Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Seen.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's got a man, complete. 33 yards that time.
Here's Austin Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And we pause for an injury here. It looks like it's Keenan Allen who's in some pain down there. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Chargers much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively. The Vikings at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw here into the hands of Jones. He's across midfield, and he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert. And that one complete downfield to Allen. 23 yards on the play.
First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert on the move to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And his kick is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides.
Taking it right down Broadway. Across midfield. He's on his way. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangwu. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete
pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is taken at about the 14. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. They go play action. Cousins. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle, Nwogu. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Another run now for Nwogu. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taylor now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Following the interception, Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown!
Jordan Addison.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan
for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they've got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On second down, here's Nwangu.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Off the play fake, Cousins.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
A very solid gain of 27.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Hey, go Lion, set.
Herbert off of play action, rolling to his left. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett from 4 yards out. And the Chargers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that will cut this lead down to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Second down, Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kenneth Murray able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now a handoff to Chandler. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
And nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a 1st down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Taylor now to return it. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Eckler now between the tackles. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7.
Ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Herbert now.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. On second down, this is Madison. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
On the give is Nwangu. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I have to admit to a little surprise here. A net down in distance? I would have thought they were going to throw the football. Instead, they decided to run it, but give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and held them to no gain.
Here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. To the air again, Herbert. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Go, go, go. 59, 59. Set.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the toss, here's Nwangu. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Vikings, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers.
Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. My clown way too white to be shooting at the odds. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And that you need better stocks. Standing on my money, dog, please don't get involved. Ain't nobody running off, rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law, I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a poet. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. I never had a mentor, only one Scarface. I met her at a club, she twerk better when her heart breaks. Hey, hood, wanna everything that I can. I'm praying for a Bentley and to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never sleep. The only rule I got is if we don't embarrass me. I write down my problems, then record it just for therapy. Just for clarity. Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club.
been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it. I do what I want it. How you